At this point in the company's selection process, you have been scheduled for a Physical Capability Evaluation, or PCE. The purpose of the evaluation is to determine if your physical capability at least matches the physical demands of the job for which you are applying. The PCE is scheduled at an approved IPCS provider. The hiring manager will provide you 3 forms. These forms must be read prior to your PCE. The first form is the Guideline Sheet. This form will tell you where the PCE will be administered, how to prepare to take the PCE, what to eat, how to dress, and a brief description of the PCE. You must read this form. The form will identify the name of the clinic, its address and phone number. If you are not sure about how to get to the clinic, call the clinic for directions. The second form is an applicant information form. This form specifically indicates the job for which you are applying. You will need this information on the form prior to your arrival at the clinic. Be sure to bring this form with you to the clinic, as it should be faxed to IPCS with your results. The third form shows a picture of an isokinetic machine used with the PCE and more detail about how to take the PCE. It is very important that you read this document. Make sure these forms are filled out by the hiring manager and you have them in your possession before leaving the company. If you are pregnant, you will need a doctor's release to take the PCE. Be sure to arrive at the clinic 10 to 15 minutes before your scheduled appointment. Once you arrive at the clinic, be sure to identify yourself and tell them you are there to take an IPCS Physical Capability Evaluation, and identify the name of the company that scheduled you for the PCE. The clinic will have you complete 3 more forms. The first form is the Client Background Form. Complete the top portion of the form first. Do not complete the box that says body weight. The clinician will weigh you and complete that box. Let us first focus on the top of the form. When completing the form, be sure to take your time and print legibly. The company name, location city, business unit, and job applying for can be obtained from the applicant information form given to you by your hiring manager. Copy that information to the client background form. If the applicant information form does not identify a business unit or location number, then leave the box blank on the client background information form. If you are a new hire applying for a job, write in new hire or check off that box. If you are currently employed by the company and have been injured and are returning to work, write in return to work or check that box. If you are switching positions, please write in or check off the box labeled job transfer. Please fill in your last name, your first name, your social security number, your age, your height, your gender, and your dominant hand, right or left-handed, in the rest of the boxes on the top of the form. In the middle section of the form, you are asked to identify if you have any existing health problems that could impact your ability to take the PCE. Please complete that section by checking off yes or no for each condition listed. If you check off yes for any condition, be sure to provide details on the 3 lines immediately below. For example, if you check off yes for fractures, sprains, or strains, be sure to identify the specific body part injured, such as right knee or left shoulder. Please be sure to sign the form. Read the authorization and consent and sign it in the 3 places where indicated. This form informs candidates of the physical capability evaluation process. If for any reason you feel that you can't take the PCE, then do not sign this document and don't take the PCE. Your company will be notified that you are unable to complete the evaluation. At this point, if you are pregnant, you must provide the clinician with a doctor's release. Read and sign the Memo of Understanding. The purpose of this form is to inform the candidate that the clinician will be encouraging him or her to do their very best. These words of encouragement have no bearing on the overall results of the evaluation. The interpretation of the PCE is done by IPCS, not the clinician. The candidate should sign this form and print his or her name where indicated. Please remember that all the forms should be completed accurately and legibly so they can be easily read. Incomplete information or information that can't be read will slow the hiring process. These 3 forms are also available in Spanish. If you have difficulty reading or understanding English, ask the clinician for the Spanish forms. The IPCS Physical Capability Evaluation consists of a shoulder and knee evaluation. It is very important to do the very best with every movement once the evaluation begins. It is a push-pull movement. Push the lever arm as hard and as fast as possible in one direction until the machine stops you, and then pull the lever arm as hard and as fast as possible in the opposite direction until the machine stops you again. The evaluation consists of 5 repetitions, a rest period for a few seconds, and then 5 more repetitions. Make sure you push and pull as hard and as fast as you can in a continuous motion. This will be repeated for both the right and left shoulders and right and left knees. The IPCS evaluation process will take about 45 minutes. The candidate's goal is to destroy the isokinetic machine. Remember, the motion is an up-down continuous motion. Do not pause or rest between motions. Push and pull as hard as you can. Pull. Push. Maximum effort. Pull it down. Push it up. Pull it down again. Don't stop. Push it up. Remember, the candidate's goal is to destroy this isokinetic machine. Upon completion of the IPCS evaluation, the clinician will send the test results to IPCS for interpretation. The clinic does not do the data interpretation nor make any recommendation as indicated on the Memo of Understanding. Do not contact the clinic for results. IPCS sends the results to the company that scheduled the appointment. If you do not understand any portion of this DVD, be sure to ask your hiring manager any questions you may have before leaving the company. Thank you.